you now tuned into the live showing of Lisa Monet, The Movement. I'm here, nestled downtown, Inner Harbor, right in a tourist district within walking distance to the infamous Inner Harbor. You've got different boutiques and shops and all these things here nestled right here in walking distance of Hotel RL downtown. All right, so let me just give you a brief synopsis of what Lisa Monet, The Movement brings. So, initially, I started off stating that it's basically individualism through fashion and cultural arts. I like to inspire individualism through that. But I want to take it one step further. I actually want to use my platform to promote small businesses, designers, different businesses here, because a lot of times when you think about Baltimore, you only hear the negativity. But we have so many diamonds in the rough here, so many diamonds in the rough. And I'm here with one of the diamonds. I'm here with Winfield Taylor of Black Crystal Wines. And I'd like to welcome him to our show.
Hello.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know your busy schedule and everything. I just really, really, really appreciate you for taking the time.
Yeah, I appreciate you for inviting me.
You're quite welcome. So here, we have Black Crystal Wines. Okay. Just briefly, I know you, but just tell the viewers and the audience who Winfield Taylor is.
Well, I'm just a simple guy that I have a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations, a lot of things going on that I think that it pretty much comes from my background as far as how I've been brought up.
Okay.
How I've been brought up. A lot of friends, a lot of family.
Right.
A lot of hard work, dedication.
Okay.
A lot of commitment.
Right.
So I mean that's pretty much who I am.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So let's just go back. Let's go back in the day. Probably I got you in the late 30s. You late 30s? No?
No.
No. Or you look good for your age. So, when you were small, tell me how that was. How was that growing up for you? How was growing up for you?
As a child, I would say, a busybody.
A busybody?
Yeah, into everything.
Into everything, okay.
Indeed. Love to explore, do different things, visit different places, meet different people.
Okay.
So I was always, a lot of times around older people.
Okay. Okay.
I gravitated towards older people, just for knowledge, just to learn different things. I was wondering, I wanted to do what they were doing.
Okay.
A lot of times I was a little bit too young. They would say, well, "Go back on the porch."
Right.
But that's pretty much what I would do.
Okay.
I hang around a lot of family.
Okay.
And
That's
with, my uncles and stuff like that, they was a lot older.
A lot older. So basically, you're like an old soul.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So growing up, what part of town are you from?
West Baltimore.
West Baltimore. Okay. Okay. So I too grew up over West Baltimore, like towards the top of North Avenue, like Baker, Rosedale area. So yeah, good times. It's much different from what it is, now. I want to say. Right. You could play outside. It's kind of, a little different.
Right.
So, all right. So growing up around a whole bunch of older people in your family, they give you knowledge. They're nurturing you. So you're in high school. So what were your aspirations in high school then?
High school, sports.
Sports, okay. What sports were you into?
Basketball, football.
Okay. All right.
High school was great. High school was great. A lot of friends again. A lot of friends.
Okay.
Me pretty much just trying to figure out what I wanted to do after I got out of school.
Okay. All right.
So that was my main focus.
Just trying to
figure out what I wanted to do once I got out.
Okay.
I had so many different things I wanted to do, but and believe it or not, I tried to do all of them.
You tried to handle everything.
Everything.
What's some of them? Name some of them.
I took plumbing in high school.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
I graduated from Emerson High School.
Okay. So what? Emerson Westside? Was it Emerson Westside? Okay. All right.
What else? I took plumbing.
So plumbing.
Plumbing.
Okay.
Barbering.
Okay.
Bail bonds.
Okay. Okay.
What else? What else I can't even think of all the stuff. Quite a few things.
Quite a few things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when did you get interested in wine? That's an interesting choice from given everything that you stated just now.
Yeah, actually, I've been interested in wine. My grandpa made wine.
Oh, okay.
He used to make spirits and wine.
Okay.
Anything he can get his hands on, he would make alcohol out of it.
Okay.
As a child growing up, I seen it, but it was kind of hidden. But I mean, I was a pretty smart child, so I could figure out what he was doing, even though I was kept away from it.
Okay.
And I was probably maybe like 7, 8, maybe a little bit older. But as I noticed a lot of friends and family coming around, I wanted to find out what was bringing everyone around.
Oh, okay.
So and I heard him say on many occasions, let him know I made a new batch.
A new batch. Okay.
So I used to ask, what's a new batch?
What's a new batch?
And I would get mind your business.
Right, of course.
So once I figured out what that was, and it brought people from all over around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was interested.
Okay.
I couldn't get it out of my mind. It was in me.
Okay.
From there. So even though I thought about it continuously growing up,
right?
Going to school, taking different trades, it took me to a different path in my life. I started doing other things like cutting hair, being a barber.
Being a barber. Okay.
Did some plumbing on the side. Also, at this point, I still do home improvements as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay,
so,
know that. Know that.
So since it stayed with me all this time, I couldn't get away from it. Everywhere I went, I seen people drinking wine.
Okay.
Everywhere, I was reading, and wine has started to triple in sales.
Wow. Okay.
So I know more and more people started drinking wine.
Okay.
Even though they was drinking back then,
exactly.
more and more people started getting exposed to different wines.
Okay.
So one day I was like, I've been thinking about this for so long. Let me see if I can make my own wine.
Okay. Right.
I reached out to probably about 150 different wineries.
Wow.
Kept getting no.
Wow.
But I wouldn't let that stop me.
Okay.
I finally reached out to a gentleman in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
He believed in the vision.
Okay.
And we've been making wine ever since.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I was so glad that you touched on that because that was going to be one of my questions because that story alone inspired me. Like when I heard you talk about you didn't give up after 150 times 149 times people saying no, I can't do it, no, and then that one last person at 150 said yes.
Yes, I mean, like I was telling you before, as a kid, that's just me.
Tenacity, okay?
and it's still me till this day.
Right.
And everyone that knows me knows I will not give up.
That's great. That's great. So listen, Black Crystal, where'd you come up with the name?
Black Crystal is what I wanted to do. I wanted to figure out a name that would be memorable.
Okay.
Something that would when people look at it, it's desirable.
Okay.
It's something that will be around and has been around for some time.
Okay.
And another thing I wanted to do was the word crystal itself is basically it is a diamond. It's a unpolished diamond.
Yes, it is.
And when I first started this project, it was unpolished.
It was unpolished. Yes.
So now that it's done, it's polished. That's why I put the crystal. I mean the word crystal, but that's why I actually put the diamond itself on the label.
Yep.
So now it's a diamond. It's finished. It's polished.
It's finished and it's polished.
Yep.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's delicious, might I add. Let me say this. 2 years ago, I met you. I met you at a social gathering. It was at a masquerade ball at the Sheraton in Towson.
Yep.
We were interviewing you on the red carpet at the time. It was like an Radio on Fire interview I did. I saw you and you had this wine. I mean, you were walking around with this wine, and I was saying to myself, I want to taste this wine. Let me taste it. So you gave me a taste of it, and I'm all trying to be a wine connoisseur. I'm like, well, what's in it? I taste what is just like, no. So you didn't want to give me the secret sauce, but like, it was delicious. It was delicious. So with this wine, do you this is the signature wine. Are you thinking of doing like maybe a red wine?
I actually have a red wine that's already done.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to come out with it. I'm trying to wait for everyone to enjoy this.
Okay.
This black crystal we have here, this white wine we have here. And let me just tell you a little bit about the wine itself.
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
The wine itself is made with muscat grape.
Okay. Muscat grape.
So it's a slightly sweet wine, but I don't want to get people confused that it's a traditional Moscato.
Right.
For one, it has 10% alcohol.
Okay.
So it's not a traditional Moscato. Normally the traditional Moscato has 5% alcohol. This has 10%. So it's in between. It has a bold taste of a Riesling.
Okay.
But it has a sweet smooth finish of a Moscato.
Okay.
So it falls right in between.
Okay.
It's definitely a great tasting wine. Apricot, nectarine, and peach flavors.
Mhm. Yes.
And might I add again, 10% alcohol.
It's very, very good. It's easy going. I'm telling you, listen, I'm a wine connoisseur. He gave me one. He came on the show. I actually drank the whole wine. It's delicious. You know, I have my T-shirt on. I am a part of promotions for Black Crystal Wines, and I appreciate you for giving me an opportunity. With that, I reached out to you on Instagram through the photographer. I was like, hey, I wanted to be a part of it because I was so like, I want to be a part of this. He's such a positive person, and I'm all about positive vibes.
Thank
you.
So
I reached out to you, and it's been love ever since. I want to say you have just been transparent about every step that Black Crystal has taken, and I really appreciate that. Like, I thank you for including me. You know, I'm small on the totem pole. I never have to actually go through, an assistant. I can just call you directly. I can text you. You'll get back to me because I know, you're so busy with everything that you do. So, tell us, what's a typical day for you?
Normally when I get up, I eat breakfast. Try to go to the gym.
Right. I think we all tried it, though. I guess if it's in your mind, then it's like, okay, at least I thought about it. So that's good.
Other than that, my typical day is a lot of meetings.
Okay, yeah.
Figuring out my next step as far as promotional-wise.
Okay.
Visiting different stores, retail stores, nightclubs, lounges, restaurants, just to try to get them to find out about the product, taste the product, let the people who come in their establishment taste the product. Traveling, a lot of traveling, visiting different states, trying to get them to find out about the product as well.
Right.
So I mean that's pretty much my typical day is busy. Normally it starts at 7:30 a.m. and probably don't end till maybe like 1 o'clock a.m. So I'm running all day long.
Right.
And I also want to say I thank you as well. You helped out tremendously, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. I know sometimes I'm like, I'm not getting on. I will text you and I'll wait and I'll give you time and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a nuisance, but I really want to help because I saw your drive and I'm like, that matches my drive because I'm very driven as well. And like, if I hear about anything, I'm like, Winfield, I found, I actually personally I started two new jobs and I'm like, hey, they only got 2 bottles left here at Black Crystal Wines. Like, I'm always looking out for you. So, I appreciate it. All right. So, then let's see. You're in the process of doing the red wine. But right now we're going to sell these. Okay, so where can someone purchase Black Crystal Wine?
Right now it's in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
Baltimore City, Baltimore County, PG County. Just anywhere in Maryland you can get the product. Okay. If they don't have the product, and when you go to your favorite store, please ask, do y'all carry Black Crystal Wine? If they say no, ask them could they please get it.
Yeah. Yep, and you can go to International Greatness.
Yeah, internationalgreatness.com, Black Crystal Wines with an S, plural.com. You can also hit me on Facebook and Instagram at Black Crystal Wines on Facebook, Black Crystal Wines on Instagram.
Okay. All right, so now I want to change it up a little bit. I want to do a little game. Okay?
Sure.
So first things first. So I'm going to give you just shoot out 5 different things to you. And you can only say one word. Like, it's done if you say more than one. I'm going to cut you off. Okay? All right, so Black Crystal Wine.
Great.
Okay. Drive.
Motivated.
Networking.
People.
Okay. You threw me off with that one. Okay. Let's see. Wow, I'm stumped. Let's see. Let me think what else I can get for you. All right, family.
Always.
Okay. All right, and then what's next?
What's next is
One word.
Oh, we still playing the game?
Oh,
come on, that's a trick.
I did. I stomped you, see?
Man.
That's okay. That's okay. But you know what, Les? Let's do that. Well, so you messed up with Les. It's okay. So what's next?
Future.
The future. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So can you leave your Instagram and Facebook?
Sure. Black Crystal Wines with an S, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay. All right. So now, this is audience participation. If you guys, anybody would like to ask Winfield Taylor a question, you're welcome to. Yes, ma'am. You in the audience.
The grapes are sourced from California. Northern California.
That is an awesome question. You get a gold star for that one, because that's great. That is great. I didn't know that.
Yes.
No.
Myself.
I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Okay, I do apologize. So the first question was from the young lady in the audience. Where does he purchase the grapes from? And his answer was?
I would say myself. I would have to say myself.
Yeah, like the best one. Okay. So where and where, like the first question she asked was like, where do you purchase your grapes from?
California.
California.
Yeah,
Okay.
the wine is actually made in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Downtown Denver. Wild Women Winery in downtown Denver.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at this connection here in the audience. Oh, okay. Would anyone else like to ask a question? Anyone?
It depends on if I'm doing a red.
Okay, I'm sorry. The question was, do you ferment in okra still? That was her question. From
Oak or still?
Okra still. I'm sorry, I said okra. I do apologize. Forgive me, I do apologize.
It depends.
Yes.
Yeah, it depends. If I'm doing a white wine, sometimes I do a still. Red wine, normally oak.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are on it. These are great questions. Would anyone else like to ask a question from the audience?
Come on, ladies. Yes. The funniest thing this young lady told me, she said it tastes like silky beads in your throat.
Silky beads?
Silky beads. It goes down like silky beads. Okay,
so the question on the floor was that what is the funniest response to a wine tasting that someone's ever asked you? And you said it tastes like...
She didn't ask me. She just, once she tasted it, she said, wow, it feels like silky beads in my throat.
Silky beads?
That was
That's
funny.
Weird.
That was really funny.
I wonder if she was already done at that point. Like, is she silky beads? Wow. I, for one, when I tasted it, it was more so like, it was refreshing. It was just like, hey, I was like, that's why I kept asking you. I was like, wait a minute, is it peach? I tell you something else in here. And you were just like, no, like not trying to give away the secret sauce, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, so thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's been wonderful to have you. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you taking out time from your busy schedule.
Appreciate you.
You know, being here. Is there any last thoughts or a last statement you'd like to leave with us this evening?
I definitely. I just want to thank everyone who have been purchasing the product, showing love and support. I really appreciate you. And I'm going to continue making great wines for you. Thank you.
And, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, so it just wraps up another live viewing of Lisa Monai The Movement. You can follow me at Lisa Monai The Movement on IG, Lisa Monai The Movement on Facebook, like my page, and also you can follow me on my personal page at Lisa Johnson. Next up for me is going to be next Wednesday. I've got a new day, I've added a new day. I'm going to have the ladies of Legacy here. They're going to come in and talk about their new project and also their new event of vocal artistry that's going on May the 20th. So you definitely want to tune in, and thank you so much. And again, thank you. I've started my movement. Now it's time to start yours. Peace and blessings to everyone. Thank you.